We are in Al Hamra, Oman, about 2.5 hours to the northwest of Muscat, the capital city of Oman. We are here to film a documentary about running the Himam 110-kilometer ultramarathon in the mountains. I'm gonna attempt to be the youngest American to ever run and finish this race.
Hey, you heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper.
Yeah, so I'm 22 years old. I'm born and raised in South Florida. I'm a commercial multi-engine pilot and I'm a flight instructor. That's my day job. I've really only been running since August of 2023. August 6th was the day I started training for my first marathon. And since then, I've done maybe 15 half marathons. I've done 2 full-size 26.2 marathons. Got a coach, shout out Emily Venters. She's probably one of the best running athletes in America right now. And then since then, I came up with this crazy goal one day after just being beat up after a long run, and I was like, I think I want to do 7 of these on 7 different continents. So we did North America, we did Space Coast. 2 months ago in Budapest, we did the Budapest Marathon, ran a 3:17 there, and now we're on the continent of Asia, and we're going for an ultra marathon. Tony is from Thailand behind the camera, Nico is from Norway, and I am from the US. So we had 3 people from 3 different continents all trying to get them in one place. It's definitely been a challenge, and then we had a bit of a road trip. Once we landed in Oman, we touched down there, picked up the car, picked up the guys, and then we had a 2.5-hour drive to get here to the race start. So we had our strategy meeting today, and the purpose of it was to figure out where I'm gonna meet Nico on the course, and then where Tony's gonna be able to meet up with us at some of the aid stations. And then we were fortunate enough, our host here, he gave us a lot of insight into kind of the terrain, where, you know, it's gonna be a bit steeper, where we're gonna be able to push. And then we kind of came up with our plan.
7, 8, 9.
So here is probably the cable station right here. This is the equivalent of about 3 marathons. So if I can get the first one done in 4 hours, then we have still like 12 to 13 more hours to make it the rest of the way, and I think we can do that.
Especially downhill.
Yeah, downhill. We'll have a little bit of hikes in the midst of that, but
I think this cable stuff is going to take way longer than we think.
I agree.
That's usually what happens with this stuff. So like I don't know how long that is, but maybe like 30 minutes just climbing.
Every single race that I ran, I always go and I check out the course first. What's up, Hamza?
I say this, see, come up this here.
Oh, okay, so we come up, I'm gonna come up
Yeah.
this mountain
Yes,
here.
and skip going there.
I see, okay.
Yes,
So
that.
it goes like this.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up here, come across, and then we're gonna transition into these mountains over there. Dude, what? Like, if you get caught on one of these, like you're chopped. Like, these things have burrs and all. Like, you are chopped. If I would have never seen this, and I think it's a normal plant, like from afar, and I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just work my way through without being careful, like, that's easily 5, 6, like, stowaways that are coming home with me on my arms and on my legs. So that's why scouting the course is important, guys. This road connects to the mosque.
Okay.
So if we can come back down to this road, then we can keep going, and then we come here and then make a left turn.
Sure, this is not a river?
Are we sure? Is that a fucking river?
This is a grave for a man, and this one, small one, for baby. This one, like that. See, it was small, and sometimes, and some graveyard delete because so much raining, and sun also destroy stone.
So many sick fucks. Look at all of us. All these sick fucks. All these people sick in the head. Only the strong survive.
Packing up everything right now. We're going to do the training run just like Day said, full kit, just like he's going to do his run. So this is down to the details, right? So just like this, you test your whistles, just like Day tested his. Because worst case would be to sit out there in the desert and you have a whistle that doesn't work just because you decided to not just do that simple check. So even down to the details like this, everything matters, right? Simple stuff. Which email was sent to?
No, you should. Give me your name.
Name?
He's from Norway. I'm from the US.
Oh.
Yeah.
First time for Yemen?
Yes. We get our race bibs and we're just standing there shooting the shit. And then this Indian guy comes around the corner and he says, "Hey guys, how are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm awesome, dude. Is this your first one?" And he said, "Yeah, this is my first time here." And I said, "Have you ever done any endurance efforts before?" Then he's like, "Well, actually, I have the Guinness World Record for the longest and fastest run from the Mall of Dubai to the Mall of Qatar, 739 kilometers. So we were there with a world record holder. Insane mental stamina, insane mental strength. I've only been running for like 15 months. Yeah, 15 months. And then I went to Utah to train, and then I did an ultra by myself in the mountains. So this is like my first official
This is for
race.
me as well different, but I hope I can make it.
Do you normally do like road ones?
Road ones as well as I train it's all time training I do.
I see. So you don't run for distance, you run for time. I see.
It's all endurance and nothing
Yeah.
to do with the distance. Climb, it will come.
Yeah.
We'll finish.
Yeah. Inshallah, we finish.
We will finish.
Yeah, we will finish. Ash is one of those people that you meet and you never forget, specifically because of not just what he accomplished, but just, you know, his mindset and how nice he was, how cordial he was. He didn't have like an air of arrogance about him. He was just a very, for lack of a better term, he was a chill guy. My mind still is not comprehending like what we're about to do right now, which I think is honestly a very, very good place to be at. I do not feel nervous. I do feel excited, but I'm not like all like giddy about it. I just feel like very calm right now, which I think is a good place to be mentally. And it just kind of dawned on me when I was putting all my gear on. I was like, if I just like split this up and do a bunch of other races, I think I can like really go out there and like rip this thing. So we're gonna go have a team breakfast, one last meeting, and ain't nothing to it but to do it. And then chips, bro. I've been like having like very vivid, like ferocious dreams about eating chips. I remember the very first time I ever watched a video about an ultramarathon, and you just see like people like Sally McRae or like Eli Webb or like Joey Muccio, and they're just like suffering in the middle of a race, but they're just eating chips and ramen, and I was like, I want that to be me. Like I want that experience to just be like in a super remote part of the world, just fucking like crushing miles and excruciating pain, but I have chips though. شكرا.
Wait, stay. Only. Good luck.
Alhamdulillah.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Nico, you have a camcorder? Yes? Okay.
I'll shoot some stuff now.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we have it for evening time.
Yeah, but I'll shoot some stuff now too.
Okay. Okay. A butterfly. Funny story. I got this tattoo because I was going through my confirmation, which is like a Catholic thing, like a religious thing, and the whole purpose is like you're supposed to become a soldier in God's army. And I remember telling the priest, I was like, how do I know when I'm going to become a soldier in God's army? And he's like, you're just going to know. And at the time, I was deathly afraid of butterflies. And I went on a school trip, and it was like a biology trip. And we went to this local island, and we were like checking the status of like all the wildlife population. And the last thing I had to find was a butterfly, and I was fucking terrified. And the boat was about to leave, and this butterfly comes and he just chills like on my leg, right there, like right there. And that was when I knew I was protected. So I got this bad boy right here. This was my second or third tattoo, and yeah, it's been with me. 30 plus countries, fucking over 1,000 miles ran with this bad boy, and it's still with me. He said we're about to start the most impressive race of your lives. He's kind of right, actually. Baggage drops. I gotta see. Where's the freaking bathroom?
Yeah, how about the race? Ready for this first time? This race.
Some people are out here like the absolute bare minimum, and I respect the hell out of them. Like that dude that just went in the bathroom, like no trekking poles, like no water bottles, like no nothing. I think he literally just had like a first aid kit and like a head torch on there, which is insane. Like some people are out here, like I definitely think I'm carrying a lot more than most people, and then some people are out here just fucking them and the earth.
It will be a good race.
The atmosphere at the start line, it was definitely one of excitement, but there were some palpable nerves as well. There were a lot of people who were significantly more seasoned than myself, but a lot of people who were going into this race with a lot of unknowns.
We have a runner here from the States. How do you feel?
Phenomenal. Excellent.
And
Amazing.
you're gonna enjoy the race, believe me. It's beautiful. You're gonna find the farms, the small villages, the old houses, the good weather too.
I believe there was 127 of us at the start line. They sounded the air horn and we got ready to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, Dave, take it slow, take it slow.
I distinctly remember there was one guy who started off way too fast, and I started thinking to myself, I was like, okay, if this is going to be primarily a trail race, like road and trail, I'm going to catch this guy. I'm going to catch him and I'm going to bury him. probably through the first, second, or third K, I'm definitely top 5, probably top 3, and I'm like, okay, I'm way too fast. I start to kind of adjust my pace based on the terrain, and then I start to kind of see where the transition from the road to the mountain begins, and then I start kind of thinking about what my game plan is going to be. And I knew going into this, I was like, the biggest thing is going to be patience on the uphill, so that way you can run the flats and the downhills.
All right, we're on our way now. They just started, and we're gonna link up with him in checkpoint number 1. We just have to make our way through the old city, which is a bit of a hassle, and we want to try and get there before anyone else, of course, because it's quite tight, the corners and stuff. So we want to get there fast and check in with him and see if there's any adjustments we need to make. There's tons of traffic up ahead. I saw some police cars too. Let's hope we can get past this ASAP. Because of that police blockade, the question is, can we get there before him? I think we can, because I think he's up in this hill. I think we'll pass him somewhere here, because he's supposed to conserve his energy on stuff like this.
I was doing quite well as we were going into the hike. Like, I was hanging with the guys that were in the top 10 and the eventual winners of the race. And as we were going up the mountain, you're looking for these little checkpoints, which are just like green splotches of paint on like huge bodies of rock, so very hard to see. And I just saw that the mountain continued going up, and I was like, well, we've been climbing, so I'm going to continue climbing. And maybe like half a K in, somebody calls me and they're like, Captain, wrong way, it's on the trail. And I realized I had to go back around and then go back downhill to see you guys at the second checkpoint, and that was after the first climb. And then between like there's like a little downhill section where you continue, before you continue the second climb, and it's on this clay road running through the middle of this town. And I thought still early on in the race that a lot of this was going to be trail running, and there's a nice little clay trail in front of me, so I'm following that, and I go all the way up this hill, and then a very kind gentleman from Yemen was like, dude, you're going the wrong way, you've got to come back. So by the time I had gotten to checkpoint 2, I had probably run like at least 1.2 kilometers completely like off the beaten path. Okay, so I just got fucking lost. I just went off the trail. I just finished the biggest hike. My mentality there was like, just keep moving. A lot of people went out too fast on the roads, and myself included, so I pulled back. And then I definitely got fucking gapped on the trails, but we're back on some downhill. My spirits are really good. I'm really happy with how I handled that climb. Just didn't even look at my watch. But it's a long slog, it's early days. I'm just gonna stick to my plan. Okay, so that last K was shit. 14-minute K, not good, but staying confident.
Coming there and going to the old town.
Oh, he's coming from this direction.
Yeah, this direction, checkpoint. After that, go next checkpoint. Okay. Yes. This device check any person pass, you register. Let's go, Day! We're done!
I just want to eat a little bit more.
هذا الجهاز يستكشف ان المتسابقين مروا بهذا الجانب عشان ما حد يصير ويغلط ويصير يمين ويسار صح؟ هذا وقف قبل سنة.
Let's go. I got lost on the mountain, but I feel good. How cool is this? This is awesome.
Yeah.
I had seen Nico and Tony about maybe 7 or 8 kilometers into the race for the second time at this old town, literally hanging off the side of a mountain. It was insane. And running through the town, I felt fine. It was as I was exiting the town and we started to begin another climb, I was like, oh crap, this is not ideal for this early on in the race. And my legs just immediately started to go. And it was cramping, but it wasn't like fatigue cramping. It was like a hydration, like electrolyte cramping issue. And I was just a bit concerned because of that happening that early on in the race, knowing I still have like 100 kilometers to go, is just, you know, not ideal. It's pretty much all just hiking. So hopefully I can get some road and be in my element. If this becomes all hiking and no running, then I'm gonna have to do some survival racing, which I'm not opposed to. Totally not opposed to that. Would be good. Just get some toughness in me. That was the largest climb of the entire race. Like, we were 18,000 feet. You can't even fly a plane at that altitude in the United States without an oxygen tank. The air was just getting very, very thin.
This is how far up we are in the mountains right now. We have the chips bags themselves inflating due to the, is it higher pressure, lower pressure, higher pressure? High pressure, of course. Is it lower pressure?
I think it's low pressure.
Low pressure?
Yeah, that was literally the climb from hell, but we finished it. Look at these fucking mountains, dude. Look at how goddamn high I am. So yeah, I'm cramping, and I'm having to stop every couple of minutes to just ride out the cramp. I have a bottle of electrolytes already made that I'm gonna drink, and then I'm gonna have them make some more to put in my hydro flasks, my soft flasks. Yeah, I still feel strong on the flats. Like, the worst part of the climb is done. Goddamn, a half marathon worth of climbing in fucking 17,000 feet. It's insane to think about.
Guys, I think day is just coming up over the corner. We're just double checking using the phone as binoculars. We have a positive ID. We got the hat, we got the shorts.
Whew. Okay. Here. Thank you.
Yeah. You can sit down. Sit down over there.
Okay. So the climb was the climb from hell for sure. But on the flats I still felt good. I was just cramping a lot. So I had to stop. So that definitely put us behind schedule. But it looks like we have a stretch of road here. And dude, I was running like 4-minute Ks on the road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you need to slow down.
Okay.
I know, you know, I mean, you're making up for it, but it's like, that might be why you're cramping. You're going too fast. If
you think so?
4 minutes per kilometer?
Yeah.
But oh, way too fast. Way too
Okay.
fast. And you're going on trail here.
Okay.
You're going in here and going on trail.
Okay.
Okay?
Coming into checkpoint 4, I saw Nico and Tony again. I mentally was still in very good spirits, and I was just like, hey guys, I'm cramping. Can I get some electrolytes here? And I need a massage. So we loaded up on some salt and vinegar chips. I had some Tailwind with me. We filled up 2 bottles of electrolytes. I ate some fruit there. My body was cramping in its entirety, even sitting down in the truck.
You stretch.
Nico put his sweatshirt on the ground, and then I lay down and he was kind of just stretching me out. And then he poured some water on me as he was like rubbing out my legs, and he just saw it was like this white film over my legs of just all the salt that I had lost. And that was kind of crazy to see because I didn't feel like I was sweating a lot. As Nico was telling me like, yo, you've lost a lot of salt. Mentally, I was still very okay, still very in good spirits. And I had said earlier that morning when we were leaving, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be suffering just eating like a bag of chips. So you gotta be careful what you ask for.
Good?
A little deeper. Oh, fuck.
Good?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I feel better. I feel better. Thank you. Can we put the Solomons in here? And then I'm just gonna eat the fuck out of these.
All good to go?
Yeah. All right, boys.
Let's go. Let's go.
We saw the boys at the aid station, took some electrolytes, ate some food. Felt better for a little bit after I left, but then the cramping just fucking started. I'm kind of being forced to accept that cramping is just part of my race. Racing for prize money is no longer in the cards for me. Punching my ticket to UTMB is no longer in the cards for me. However, when I was on that really, really low spot on that big climb, I told myself, I was like, the only way I'm not fucking finishing this race is if fucking ambulance has to drag my dead body off of this mountain. The rational thing to do 5 miles into a 70-mile race when you're cramping, and I mean like full body cramps, I can't even move, is get an IV, get off the mountain, get some medical attention, and take care of yourself. But DNFing's not in my fucking blood. Mentally, I'm in a good spot. You know, I've had a lot of races where everything goes according to plan and you execute and you get that PR, or things just go how you want them to. And I've had a lot of those races in my career, but now as I'm running more races, taking on bigger challenges, pursuing more ambitious goals, I'm being faced with moments like this. And these moments where it's just you versus you, and you've just got to figure out what kind of man you are. These are the moments I live for. This is why I came out here. So
we are at an elevation of around 2,200 meters above sea level right now, and we definitely feel the changes. But we can only imagine how Day is feeling, and of course he has a more steady ascent up to this height, but it definitely takes a toll on the pace. And we just got notice actually that he passed into checkpoint 5. Not the best pace still, but we're hanging on and we're not getting close to the cutoff at least, and that's good. So we'll meet up with him at checkpoint 6 and see how we do.
how are you feeling?
Yeah, that's hard.
It is hard. It is hard, but we'll finish. Out of the aid station, I got some salt, like straight up just Himalayan salt, and just threw it inside of my hydro flask. But kind of crazy because if you look out there, I'm literally higher than the clouds right now. The steepest climb has been done, and pretty much the remainder of this race is going to be at this altitude except for the last part. So yeah, I'm just kind of like chilling at 18,000 feet above the ground right now, and I'm feeling like dog water. But at the next aid station, hopefully I'll see Nico, and then we can keep pushing. Also, sun is gonna set in probably like 2 hours, so that'll be fucking brutal, but this is what you signed up for.
Here we are now. This is 2,500 meters above sea level. This village right here, and this is checkpoint number 6. Day is coming from that angle over there, and he'll be running down in by the dam that's down in the riverbed down there, and coming up into the city itself. And we're gonna meet him there. And now he's basically ran a marathon. When he shows up there, I wonder how he's gonna feel. We're probably gonna have to take another look at the electrolyte stuff and get him in tip-top shape. This has been the 2 biggest stints of the run so far, because he will basically have doubled his race distance when we last met him at checkpoint 4 to this now.
So between 4 and 6, that was kind of where I had like my coming to Jesus moment in the mountains. The biggest climb was done, but everything was just going downhill, and I was just having muscle spasms, and I just remember falling down and just looking in the sky. There's not a cloud in the sky, nobody in front of me, nobody behind me, and I just had 1,000,001 reasons to not get up, and I seriously considered just pulling out the whistle and just blowing it as hard as I could and just having somebody get me with my immobilized body on the mountain. And that was kind of when I really got into the hurt locker, like the pain cave. And it started to get dark, and then you start to run with the headlamp, and then the dynamic completely changes. The hallucinations started to become prevalent. I just started seeing vivid images of rabbits running up and down the side of the mountain, and just hearing them like in the bushes rustling and stuff like that. And that's when I started to think, I was like, okay, this is kind of what we signed up for here.
Bro, that shit was an out-of-body experience. Very rugged, but it's okay.
It's fine, man. Just one step at a time.
Yeah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah.
Good. You need a spray?
Yes, please.
So for the quadriceps or?
Yeah. Shukran. Oh.
He wants to refill for.
Oh. شكرا.
خلاص ما يحتاج.
عمران
سحبها. من بقى. بس اسالكم خالد زين هنا وصل. خالد فارسي.
خالد الفارسي تقريبا عدى.
هذاك بعد 10.
دروباك بعد 10 تقريبا، النقطة اللي بعدها لي لا.
بعد 10 11 كيلو كذا.
شكرا. جزاكم الله خير.
Good luck, my friend. He found me when I was like getting up from laying down on the fucking trail, having a full body cramp, like literally talking to Allah, like in the middle of like a valley too. Like I just came down a mountain and I'm about to go up one, and I'm literally just looking at the sky, and I'm just like, I'm probably like not gonna make it. And then I got up and he came right behind me and was like, my friend, let's go, keep moving. And we ripped like the last maybe like 15K together. Oh, you're a legend, bro. Okay.
Here, just sit down, relax, yeah?
Yeah. Like the back end of this is gonna be all downhill.
Yeah.
And a lot of this, most of this is tarmac.
Oh my God.
So you're looking good, bro.
Yeah, that's where we need to be. I wish you could have been there for the first 40 kilometers, bro. Like the first marathon. It was all climbing. Like I think I got to run like maybe 2K.
Okay.
So yeah, but if this is running, this is like right at home. We can definitely like shave some time off and get where we need to be.
We know where.
You were very calm, which is making me very calm.
Of course, bro. There's no need to rush it.
He's like mad locked in right now. Yeah, a top 10 finish was what we were shooting for. And like before I met you guys, bro, I was literally rolling with this dude who came in like second at UTMB. And it was just me and him. And then we got to the 10K mark and brick. Like legs just were chopped, but whatever. Like those are the those were the cards that we were dealt like early on in the race. So fuck it, like we're gonna play them to the best of our ability. And I think any rational person 6 miles into a 70-mile race would have been like, yeah, I'm fucking calling it. But
we're not calling shit.
We're not calling shit, bro. Some spiritual stuff is happening right now.
That's what you do it for, right?
Yeah, that's the reason that we signed up for this, bro.
Are you warm? Cold? Temperature?
I feel pretty good. I made an executive decision this morning. I bought my thicker jacket, not the windbreaker. It's like a knitted jacket, a thick one. Good. But I feel good right now. I probably will put it on and like...
Yeah, still not fully sundown, but it's gonna get cold.
Actually, let's just do it now so I don't have to stop.
You good here?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Alright. This is where shit's gonna get fucking spooky. Alright, boys. I picked up my fucking secret weapon. We're running. We got some tarmac here, which is beautiful. Finally gonna feel at home. I kind of want to be able to run this whole section, so let's pull it back. I heard you tell you were going to run fast. Yeah. But yeah, bro. This is why we signed up for this shit. No fucking DNFing around here. That is officially the first marathon of this race. So we've only got 2 more to go, and I'm quite happy with how I'm feeling after running already 1 marathon. And I think I've kind of like come back from the dead because I was fucking in the pain cave earlier. But yeah, I've got a bit of a second wind here. So let's go get some food.
Unless this is like a false hope thing, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
It looks solid. Looks like there's some food here.
I have cash. We can buy food. Is that our car? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's Tony right there. There's one of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tony! Dude, I got a second wind. And... Alhamdulillah! Yeah. Second wind. We got our first marathon of the day done.
Yo, I'm here. How are you, man? Good job. Good job, man.
How are you?
Fine.
I smell food. Not for us? Oh, just the wood. Oh, damn. I thought. Can I have a Coke, please? Which station has the drop bags?
The next station.
The next one? Yeah. How many km is it from here?
7.
7K? Oh, easy. Thank you.
Welcome.
Are you guys having fun?
Oh yeah. Seeing you, yeah.
Yeah? This is like elixir, like nectar, like fruit of life.
There's more Red Bull too in this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save that though, because I know if I take a lot right now, I'm gonna crash in about like a couple hours. Like by the time we get to like the next half marathon, I'll crash. But I think if I just keep a steady flow of like taking one every like maybe like 21K, like every half marathon.
Yeah, there's one more, and you also have your caffeine in
yeah, in here, yeah. And there's caffeine in the Coke.
A little bit.
Are you ready to rip?
Yep.
Alright. We're going down. Alright. This is probably the shit that I was talking about yesterday when I was like in the mountains. You got to give something to get something. I have given my sanity for a second win. So yeah, we're about to go run 2 more marathons. Kind of sad that there was no fucking food there.
Yeah, it smelled like it.
Yeah, he was like, you smelled wood. I was like, damn, bro.
As I had left the mountains and then we got a little stretch of tarmac, we were running like 6-minute Ks and we were catching a good amount of people. And then after we finished that, it was literally just like the climb as from Mordor.
This is basically what we're dealing with. Like There's these steps. So it reminds me of Frodo and Sam. We're climbing, we're walking to Mordor. Yeah.
Just insane elevation decline and then crazy scaling of a mountain up again. We went from the top of the mountain all the way down to the valleys into the water, and then we were just literally free climbing. This was no longer hiking, this was just straight up free climbing, figure out a way to get up the mountain.
We're walking, we are traversing an inclined slope, which is really steep downwards here. Day is doing fine. We had a bit of a fall, but no worries. We got back up quick.
That fucking stings.
What stings?
I don't know, you just fucking put something on my cuts. Survive in advance.
Yes.
Oh, survive in advance.
We were so behind schedule that for a portion of the cable section, there was nobody there to like strap you in and harness you. It was just like climb up the cables by yourself on the side of the mountain at night, no helmet, just figure it out. And if you die, you die. And then we survived that. And as we're finishing, the guy who was manning the station was like, hey dude, look at your watch, it's 9:30. As we were like maybe 1.5 kilometers away from the aid station. And that was when I realized, I was like, damn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not. Sorry about that.
Really?
Yeah. Guess we will keep you secured here. We will make sure you will finish this line safely.
So you guys are gonna send somebody? You guys are gonna have somebody come and then they're gonna drop us off?
Yeah, I guess continue to the checkpoint and someone will take care of you.
Oh damn, what the fuck?
And that was just kind of tough to accept because I didn't envision a world where I was going to be like, this is unbearable, I can't make this. So it was definitely tough to hear somebody else tell me that my race was over because I couldn't do it in the parameters, but that's racing.
Dude, I was giving everything I had on that fucking course, bro. Like, I was giving literally everything I had on that course. And I fucking said earlier, I was like, the only way I'm gonna get a fucking DNF is if they drag my body off the fucking course. I'm gonna give you an update, let you know that everything is all good. Yeah, it was tough. It was not necessarily, like, it wasn't what I expected. And I had to get a DNF, which is a do not finish, but it wasn't self-imposed. The race organizers told me I didn't make a checkpoint by the cutoff time, so I still ran 50 kilometers, which is still an ultramarathon. So I've run 2 of them in back-to-back weeks, but yeah, this is my first time ever starting a race and not finishing it, and pretty disappointed about it, but I know you guys were like expecting a different result out of me, and I'm sorry that I couldn't bring that home for you guys, but yeah, there was just a lot of shit that I was dealing with, and I felt like I had to come back from no man's land, and I was doing that, and yeah, I was giving it everything I had out there, and it's, you know, not the result that we want, but it's a result that I can still be proud of.
No, it's good. I thought you said Bacardi. I was like, alcohol? Fuck that.
Yeah, Bacardi, vodka.
Dude, that like full body cramp that I had when we were literally, bro.
It was funny. Funny for me, not for you.
Like literally on the side of a mountain, just like rolled over, entire body, just fucking cramping up. I almost wish we could have recorded it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been like fun in the moment to record, but it would have been good for like content.
Yeah.
Actually, you didn't fail because you already passed the hardest part.
The climb in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the trail is much easier.
I'm glad you got that on video. I'm so glad you got.
I tried it. This section I didn't try it. But this section, I tried it, it's much easier.
I'm so glad you got that on video. The locals are saying that I did the hardest part, so I can see. And it's, yeah.
Compare what we did, no, it's nothing.
That's why if you came next year, definitely you will pass it all.
After those endurance efforts, your sleep is just chopped because your body's just been running on straight cortisol and adrenaline, and you're also just in excruciating pain, and you really only feel how torn up your muscles are after sitting down for a prolonged period of time. And I kind of just thought about it. I was like, okay, when am I going to say something? I wrote in my journal for a little bit and kind of just pondered what had transpired. Yeah, it was just really like a moment of reflection, honestly, not just on the race, but like on the whole year. And it was kind of like cathartic in a way, where I know walking into the hotel, I had a lot of like negative feelings internalized, and then after sitting with myself for a little bit, I was definitely able to kind of just like process those. And I think even though I didn't sleep and I was behind the 8 ball as we were continuing to travel beyond that, I think maybe it was beneficial for me mentally just to process what had just happened, and then the duration of everything that's happened over the course of the year. Definitely a disappointing end to something that a lot of logistical effort went into, but it gave me a lot of perspective on just how far I had come, because it's not like I DNF'd in like a half marathon or a regular marathon or, you know, a road ultra marathon. I DNF'd in some mountains in the Middle East, scaling the side of them at 9 p.m. and it's pitch black after climbing, you know, 18,000 feet worth of elevation. Like, crazy DNF. Like, if there was a DNF to get, it was like right there. You know, it was very respectable.